In the world of television couples, few pairs are as entertaining off-screen as they are on-screen. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, who have been married for nearly 3 decades, never fail to deliver witty banter, playful jabs, and the kind of chemistry that feels as natural as breathing. On their morning talk show, Live with Kelly and Mark, their conversations often feel like a peek into their living room, unfiltered, affectionate, and hilarious. Recently, Mark brought up a bold claim. He has mastered the art of the 20-minute nap. The announcement came with all the bravado of a man who just discovered fire. He leaned back in his chair, folded his arms, and gave the audience his signature smirk, as though this revelation might change the course of modern life. Kelly, ever the queen of quick retorts, rolled her eyes so hard they could have powered the studio lights. "Mastered?" she asked, incredulous. "Sweetheart, you don't take 20-minute naps. You take 3-hour naps. You'll sleep through 3 entire episodes of a show, and then have the nerve to call it a nap." The audience erupted into laughter, knowing that they were witnessing yet another moment of classic Ripa Consuelos banter. Mark tried to defend himself, insisting that his power naps were essential to his energy and charm. Kelly wasn't buying it. The case for the 20-minute nap. Mark explained with mock seriousness that the 20-minute nap wasn't just a random idea, it was science. He cited studies he had read, or perhaps overheard, about how short naps could boost creativity, memory, and productivity. "It's like rebooting your system," he said. 20 minutes and I'm sharper, quicker, stronger. It's like I'm a new man. Kelly smirked. A new man who still forgets to take the trash out. The audience roared again. Mark didn't back down, though. "Listen, 20 minutes is the sweet spot. You don't go into deep REM sleep, so you wake up refreshed. I've got this down to a science." Kelly raised an eyebrow. "Science? Please. The only science happening is me running a marathon around the house while you're drooling on the couch." Behind the scenes, the real nap habits. Off camera, their children could probably weigh in on the truth. According to Kelly, Mark's naps weren't the sleek, efficient bursts of productivity he claimed. Instead, they often resembled hibernation. "He'll say, 'I'm just going to lie down for 20 minutes,' Kelly shared. "And then suddenly it's 4 hours later, we've had dinner, the dog's been walked, and he's still out cold. I'll shake him, and he'll be like, 'That was a great 20 minutes.'" Mark, of course, denies the exaggeration. In his version of events, he's merely resting his eyes, while multitasking, listening to the television, meditating, and recharging all at once. Kelly has little patience for this excuse. Resting your eyes. That's just a fancy way of saying you fell asleep in the middle of Ted Lasso again. The Great Nap Debate. Their playful argument sparked an impromptu poll with their studio audience. Who was right? Was Mark truly a master of the 20-minute nap, or was Kelly exposing the truth? Hands shot up around the studio. One audience member chimed in, "My husband does the same thing. He swears he's only napping for a few minutes, but he misses half the day." Kelly, triumphant, clasped her hands. "See? Vindicated. It's a universal husband thing." Mark, not missing a beat, shot back, "Or maybe it's a universal wife thing to exaggerate." The audience oohed, sensing the mock showdown heating up. Kelly leaned closer, her eyes sparkling. "Exaggerate? Darling, if you could nap competitively, you'd be in the Olympics. Gold medal every time." Why we love their banter. The nap debate might seem trivial, but it highlighted exactly why fans adore Kelly and Mark together. They embody the everyday quirks of marriage, petty squabbles about sleep, chores, and who's exaggerating whom, but with the kind of humor and love that makes their teasing a joy to watch. It's not just that Kelly rolls her eyes or that Mark tries to hold his ground. It's the fact that underneath it all, there's mutual admiration. Their ability to laugh at each other, and themselves, has become their superpower. And let's be honest, most couples can relate. Whether it's the "I'll be ready in 5 minutes" myth, the "I'll only watch one more episode" lie, or, yes, the 20-minute nap that turns into a full REM cycle, relationships are full of these small, familiar battles. Watching Kelly and Mark play them out on national television is both comforting and hilarious. Mark's final word. By the end of the segment, Mark tried to get the final word in. "Look, the reason I nap so well is because I'm relaxed. Happy marriage, happy naps." He flashed his signature grin, hoping to charm his way into victory. Kelly smirked, tilting her head. "You're relaxed because I'm doing all the work while you're asleep." The crowd howled with laughter, and Mark had no choice but to raise his hands in surrender. "Guilty as charged," he admitted. Kelly leaned back, victorious. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you win an argument in under 20 minutes. Unlike his naps. A nap that never ends. Later that night, Mark once again stretched out on the couch, vowing to just rest for 20 minutes. Kelly watched him settle in, a blanket already creeping up over his chest. She shook her head, amused. Sure enough, 20 minutes turned into 60. Then 90. Then 3 full episodes of the very show they had been trying to watch together. Kelly glanced over at him, sleeping peacefully, and chuckled to herself. "Master of the 20-minute nap," she whispered. "Sure you are." She reached for the remote, turned down the volume, and let him be. After all, some battles weren't worth fighting. Besides, as much as she teased him, she secretly found his naps endearing. It was a reminder that in a chaotic world, Mark could still find peace, albeit much longer than 20 minutes at a time. And if Kelly had to roll her eyes every once in a while, well, that was just part of the deal.